How's it, everyone? We are a few months into the new year already, so that means it's time for another What's in My Wallet for 2022. To be honest, I waited to make a What's in My Wallet video until now because I just recently got a new credit card, like literally this past week, so that's why I waited until this long. On top of that, in this video, I'll be going over the credit cards that I keep in my wallet right now and also the current credit card strategy that I got going on. Starting off strong, my first credit card in my wallet is the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. And this was actually my very first annual fee credit card, and it's still going strong. It's still being used to this very day. I was lucky enough to snag it up when it had like that 80,000 Chase point sign up bonus. I know some of you were lucky enough to get the 100,000 Chase sign up bonus, and yes, I am jealous, but I've been talking about it for a few months now, and some of you guys actually brought it to my attention that Chase is rumored to be upgrading it back into the 80,000 Chase point sign up bonus soon. Like actually, maybe right now as you're watching this video, it might actually be that new updated 80,000 point sign up bonus. As far as the actual credit card goes, this is primarily my general travel purchases card. That means if I'm riding in an Uber, I'm going to be using this card. I don't actually usually ride Ubers, like I pretty much never do, except when I was in Paris the other week, we actually used the Uber app to ride these scooters around the city, and that was actually really fun. And if you haven't been to Paris before, or if you have, go back and ride a scooter. It's worth your money, trust me. I also use this credit card for things like parking garage tickets and Airbnbs. Definitely Airbnbs. I actually have not used the $50 hotel credit that does come with this credit card, so maybe this year I'll do better about that. Actually, I think this is the first year. I could have used it anyway, but this year I'm going to try and actually use it because it's $50. That's like half of the annual fee for this credit card. But the most important thing that I use the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card for is to transfer my Chase points, or at least the ability to transfer my Chase points into one of Chase's travel transfer partners. And I talk about this time and time again, but it's really not an overrated benefit. You should really be using this if you want to get the most value for your points and if you travel, especially on airlines. This credit card is going to be one of 3 cards that allow you to transfer your points at a 1-to-1 ratio. So that's kind of what it does in my wallet. That's why, or at least one of the bigger reasons why I have it in my wallet. I do understand though that some people like cashback, and that's cool too. Moving on, we have a very solid credit card, which is the Amex Gold Card. When I'm going out eating restaurants or grocery shopping, this is going to be the credit card that I'm using. A little tip to earn more credit card points is actually when you go out to eat dinner with your friends, assuming if you have friends, go ahead and put the bill, the dinner bill, the lunch bill, whatever restaurant or supermarket bill on your Amex Gold Card. Or I mean, any credit card will work too that earns dining points or grocery store points, but the Amex Gold Card is a good card for you to use when you're going out with your friends. That way, instead of just paying for one meal and getting points for just one meal, you're getting points for every single friend that is there with you, so you can easily rack up a bunch of points without having to spend extra money. Especially since we live in the day and age of Venmo and PayPal, it's never been easier to be able to transfer money and pay your friends back literally right there electronically. The 4x points on restaurants and supermarkets really never gets old, so I always try and take full advantage of that. Other than that, I also try and take full advantage of the Uber credits and the dining credits that the Amex Gold has to offer as well. You get $10 a month for each of those 2 credits, and actually I use both of those credits for food, obviously. For the Uber credit, I tend to use it on Uber Eats and decide to pick it up myself, so I don't have to pay like those delivery fees. And as far as the dining credit goes, I actually usually use it for Grubhub purchases too, so the same thing with the Uber, I go ahead and pick it up myself to save on those fees. Going back to Chase, I actually have the Chase Freedom Flex card in my wallet as well. This is still one of the best cashback credit cards out there right now. The 5% rotating categories is actually really disgusting, and it's super easy to use because the categories that they choose or have to offer aren't so specific. I remember for one quarter, PayPal was actually one of those bonus categories, and I easily maxed out that quarter because it was so easy to rack up those points from an Airbnb purchase. And that's because Airbnb allows you to check out with PayPal, and I know a lot of other sites too allow you to check out via PayPal as well. So when the Freedom Flex card has PayPal as a rotating quarterly category, you guys should have no excuse. You should be able to max out that quarter easily because PayPal, you could be used everywhere. For that one specifically, in my case, I used Airbnb like I mentioned, and it was another trip with friends. So definitely don't take advantage of your friends, but at the same time, take advantage of your friends, you know? And at this point, it seems like we're doing some sort of credit card company ping pong because we're going back to American Express. And this card you guys are probably way too familiar with, and it's going to be my American Express Platinum card. And I got the Kehinde Wiley version of this card because I think it looks super sick. I do love the colors that both art designs had to offer, which, you know, I love because it adds a little pop, adds a little bit flavor, but I just tend to kind of lean more towards that floral, natural greenery look of the Kehinde Wiley art design. So that's why I chose that one as opposed to the other one. Yes, people on Reddit and Facebook groups tend to really hate these art designs for some reason, but I mean, I don't really care what they say. I love it. I think it's a great look, and I hope American Express keeps on doing things like this. So I look forward to the other art collabs that they have in the future. And as of right now, I think the Amex Platinum card is probably the most used card in my wallet, or maybe the second most used credit card in my wallet. I think Amex Gold might be the first one. Of course, all of my flights and hotels I try to put on the Amex Platinum card because I'll earn 5 times points on them. I also abuse the hell out of the credits and benefits that this card has to offer. As far as the credits go, I use the Uber, Saks, airline, entertainment, hotel, and clear credits. I also signed up for the Walmart Plus membership, but I don't really shop at Walmart, and I definitely don't get use from that Walmart Plus membership, so I don't really count it as me using that credit. I also use the global entry credit as well, but a lot of credit cards offer that, and I only get to use it once every 4 years too. Just from those credits that I use alone, I easily make back or at least break even that $700 annual fee, but this credit card has a lot more to offer than that. For example, I use those $100 experience hotel credits, the Marriott and Hilton Gold status upgrades, and also you can't forget about the lounge access, especially the Centurion lounge access. I also have used the baggage insurance and the purchase/return protection from this credit card. So with all those things in consideration, I get lots and lots of value from this card, and I more than enough make back my money on the annual fee every year from using this credit card. And this next credit card in my wallet is actually the newest card that I mentioned earlier, and it's the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. Finally, I completed the Chase trifecta. Yay! So if you guys don't know what the Chase trifecta is, it's basically a combination of 3 Chase credit cards that allow you to maximize the amount of Chase points that you will earn and also maximize the value of all of your Chase points. So in my case, I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Freedom Flex, and now the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Currently, I'm working on the sign-up bonus for the Chase Freedom Unlimited, and the minimum spend requirement is $500 within the first 3 months of opening this account. So I think I should be able to easily hit that because I have a few huge bills coming up next month that I kind of planned for. After hitting that spend requirement, I'll be receiving $200 cash back, which will come in the form of 20,000 Chase points. And I also have 5% cash back at gas stations for the entire first year. I've been really looking forward for this card because now I could finally earn 1.5% cash back on all those general purchases. And up until then, I've only been earning 1% or 1 times points on those purchases. The other credit card that's actually really similar to the Chase Freedom Unlimited card that I plan on getting next, hopefully, is going to be the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card. That card also earns you 1.5% cash back on all of those general purchases. It's just kind of like the business version of the Chase Freedom Unlimited. For that card though, I'm not looking forward to the minimum spend requirement, which is $7,500 within the first 3 months. Before going on to the other credit cards, let's go ahead and talk about the wallet that I actually currently have. And this is the Goyard St. Pierre wallet in this like beautiful, sexy red colorway. Yes, it looks really cool. Yes, it's probably, hopefully, very good quality. But I actually got it for another way more important reason. To help me explain that reason, let me talk about my previous wallets. This wallet I had first, and I mean, it was great. It's like a classic bifold wallet. It held everything. It's got nice little leather, but it's just too big. This wallet has lots and lots of pockets. Like I'm talking about 13 different pockets in here. And it was great because it held everything that I needed. But as I mentioned earlier, it was a little bit too big. It was too clunky. So that's why I decided to get something smaller, which was this card holder. And the problem with this card holder though, is there are only 3 card slots here, so there wasn't too much room for the credit cards that I own. And that's how I ended up on this guy, which has 9 pockets, and it's literally the perfect size. It's like a combination of these 2 wallets, you know, it's like a bifold, right? And it's also kind of like a card holder type. So it's really small, it's not too thick. So it's the best of both worlds, and I love that about it. Back to the credit cards. These next 2 credit cards, technically, I don't carry them in my wallet, but I do use them pretty frequently, so that's why I wanted to include them in this video. The first credit card is going to be the universally hated Apple card. Okay, maybe hate is a strong word, but I do use this card for like the iPhone, laptop, Apple Music, iCloud subscription, pretty much everything Apple and nothing else besides Apple. It's a no annual fee credit card, so I mean, why not? I'm going to keep it as long as it has no annual fee, because if it does ever get one, I think I'm going to cancel it. Like, it's going to be an easy card to cancel. The other card that stays out of my wallet but inside of my heart is going to be the Amazon Prime Visa card. I do shop on Amazon quite a bit despite living in Hawaii, and the fastest free Prime shipping I get is 7 days. So I'm really jealous of you guys living on the mainland who get like next day or same day delivery for free with Prime. That blows my mind. I'm jealous of you guys. Despite all of that, I do shop on Amazon a lot, so Prime was a no-brainer, and getting this no annual fee credit card that comes with Prime was also a no-brainer. The 5% cash back on Amazon purchases comes in clutch, and I use those points or cash back just to go back and cover my other Amazon purchases. And for all you curious cats out there, what debit cards do I use? I actually only use my local bank's debit cards, so it's nothing really special. It's not exciting because I honestly never use my debit cards like at all. I mean, maybe that's something I'll look forward to or look into more in the future to possibly upgrade. But as of right now, my focus, my priority is not on debit cards, it's on credit cards. So who knows when that'll happen. Looking back at it, I only really have Chase and Amex credit cards, so be sure to check out one of these videos so that you can see the power of each of these companies. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fun rest of your day and weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots.